Alright folks, we just got the boat in. We're here at Normandy Dam. Now, let me give you the conditions right off the bat here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, a little after, and the wind's blowing 17 miles an hour right now. We got some storms coming in this evening, this afternoon, and this evening. And we're going to have to get the boat back on the trailer before noon. That wind, that 17 mile an hour wind, is a south wind, so about near the entire lake is going to be blown out. It's going to be hard to fish. What we're going to do, this bank right here, right up against the dam, is a south bank. It's a south wind break. We're going to go right back to where we was catching them at last week. We're going to see if we can get us a few of them in the box, and then we're going to go hunting. We're going to go looking for lunkers, son. That's right. That's the plan. If I didn't mention, the barometric pressure is 29.92. It should be a good day of fishing, y'all. If we can find them, they will bite. Okay, that's fact. We're gonna pick up this black and white hair jig right here. This is one of my hand-tied jigs. Look at them hairs blowing in the wind. We got 17 mile an hour wind gust today, y'all. Right now at 6:30 in the morning, 17 miles an hour. That's why I'm saying, if we're gonna catch any, we're gonna have to get on them right here early. Because by 10 o'clock in the morning, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing but blow with the wind. It usually don't take more than a handful of casts. You can figure out if they're gonna bite or not. You gotta check different depths. After you check some different depths, you ain't getting no hits. Alright, y'all. I saw somebody on Facebook having problems with these bobber stoppers right here. Let me show you how to put one on. Maybe that same person will see this video and figure out what it was that they were doing wrong. They work really well. These are just the knotted bobber stops, and if you got some heavy braids, you can tie your own knot. You don't have to have these. They're just convenient. Okay, you see that? That's what we're talking about right there. So you're gonna run your line through the tube. Okay, run your line through the tube. Pull you some line through there pretty good. All right, go ahead and wet this thing. Just like that right there. Then you're going to pull that knot off onto your line. Pull that off onto your line. Throw that tube away. That tube is trash. Just pull that knot off onto your line. Grab a hold to both sides there. Just pull her down good and tight. Now, I don't trim the ends of it until I get it into position where I want it. Once you pull it down good and tight, now it'll still, you can still slip it. That's the whole purpose of it. So make sure you get it pulled down good and tight. Alright, that's all there is to it. Except for the beads, you got to put your bead on there. If you don't put your bead on there, it won't work either. So come on back down here to the other end of your line. I've got my beads. They didn't come this way. I took some old rubber bobber stoppers. Y'all seen these. I use them for Texas rigs. I don't use them for crappie fishing. But when I clean one out, I put my beads on there. So you run your line through there, and then that bead just pulls right onto the line. There you go. Much easier than trying to find the hole. I don't know about y'all, but I usually have trouble trying to find that hole. Now, these bobbers can be difficult to get on the line sometimes. This is why I carry around a little twist tie for these bobbers. I need to just bring my bobbin feeder for my jig tying with me fishing. I ain't gonna be able to get this through there either. There we go. Alright, so you can run your wire through there like that right there. Hook your line on that right there. Make sure that hooked end goes in. Pull it right on through. You just gotta dig it out of there. Alright, now I got some weighted swivels right here that I like to use on my slip cord rigs. I'm gonna tie one of them on. It says 6, so I'm assuming it's 6 grams, but I don't think so. I don't think this was that heavy. I think it's a number 6. I think that right there is close to a 1/16 of an ounce, but I tell you what, I'll weigh one up after I get home. I'll weigh one up and check it out. Put it in the description if this part of the video makes the cut. So far we hadn't caught a fish yet, so there may not be a video. There we go. I don't know that this just makes me feel better. I like to put just a half hitch and overhand knot on top of my Palomar. I'm sure there's a reason not to do that. We're gonna pull us some weeder line out and pull out a few feet. So I got plenty of room for the knot. This 4-pound fluorocarbon. That's just an old improved clinch knot. We're going to take one of these chartreuse double cross jig heads by Crappie Magnet. 1/16 of an ounce. We're going to put a loop knot in here, on here. Wet your fingers, get your knot wet, pull it down, cinch it. Cut your tag end off. Put all your stuff back up. Boys, I tell you what, I had a hard time this morning. Ain't nothing went my way so far. folks. I don't really see anything big right here, and I told myself I wasn't going to stop and do this. There are some fish on those trees right there. Right there is a big school of them. We got about 14, 15 foot deep. Let's put a marker right there, and let's make it a big red dot. So we can remember to take it off, and at the same time we can see it right here. That big red dot is right there, right there. We'll cast it a gulp at it a time or two. See what happens. Set that bobber down about 12 foot. Work it across there about 12 foot deep and see what happens. If I can rig this danged old Gulfman up straight, boys, I tell you what, I've had the most trouble to this morning. Between not being able to get my gulp on straight and getting snagged up, I tell you what, it's been a rough go. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick up the trout magnet head. Got a split shot on there. Might have to put a bigger one on there. Go for one of these 1-inch gulps. Go. Ain't a beast, but it's a pretty good one. Well, flop off the hook there. At least he did it in the boat, right? Look there. Alright, there's one. Rough fishing, boys, I tell you what. Tough fishing. Tough fishing. We done drifted 30 foot off the spot now. There's a good one right here. Yeah. Felt bigger than that. Sitting down right here. Break the line. Settle down. That's going to go on the cut. Made the cut, buddy. 1 inch gulp and a split shot. About a 10-12 foot leader. We're letting it sink down till that leader knot gets right there at the water, and then we're pendulum it back. I have trouble saying that word. There he is. That's a good one. Where's our buoy? Go getting in. Here we go, getting lost again. Put him in the cup. Need 20 big enough. Oh yeah, about 12. Get back up here, try to back on our spot. And see if I could stay right there on that spot through that process right there. I could stand right back up and cast right back to the same spot. But between drifting off 40-50 foot, and the excitement of catching one, it's hard to get right back where you was at. Oh, that looks like we'll be retying again. I think that little feller's gonna make it. He ain't worth the trouble of cleaning, even if he was. Another little bitty crappie. They keep getting smaller and smaller, yo. Yeah, that's a better one. This one right here might be a netter. He just felt like it. Felt bigger than what he was. he's still a good sandwich though. Yep, he's still a good eater. This one's a knitter too. Goodness gracious, that one's definitely a knitter. That's a good one right there now. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Now that's a good one right there, boys. There he is. Little crappie. Little crappie on the Angel Wings. Ain't even got it tipped. There he is. That's a better fish right there now. Feels like it anyways. He's not. Boy, he sure did feel like a good one. Little guy's getting after these Angel Wings. There he is. A little bitty crappie. Flop one off the hook. Boy, you ain't nothing but bait. There he is. There's a 6-pack. Well, maybe. No, he ain't either. Yeah. One more, we have a 6-pack, y'all. Everybody loves a good 6-pack. All right, folks, I gotta call it. Stormed away. Yeah, there's a stack of something right there. And they're vertical. They're stacked up like crappie would be, so there may be, very well may be some crappie right there. Yep. That's cool, y'all. It's always cool to run into a subscriber like that. It amazes me. It amazes me. It really does. I mean, I'm just out here fishing, having a good time, and I like to, you know, I like to go back and watch what I'm doing. I like to go back and watch what I'm doing so I can learn from my mistakes and my successes, really. I mean, I do this to learn from myself, and it really amazes me when people were like, hey, I know you. So we got 5 in the box. They all come off a 1-inch gulp minnow in chartreuse on a 1/64 ounce trout magnet jig head, gold. I typically sway towards gold or chartreuse or black. Those are my 3 go-to heads, and I typically stick with that chartreuse minnow. And we had a good day. We had fun. It was rough, boys. It got sketchy there for a minute. Tell you what. We're gonna get the boat back on the trailer. Come back, do it again tomorrow. See you guys next time. Woo.